Hello, it's the Beginner Crafter. Welcome to another Crochet Crafts Tube video. I'm sorry about the noise, but I'm guessing neighbors are doing renovation and yeah, they might be drilling for a while. But I'm leaving tomorrow for a school trip, so I won't be able to record it any other time. So sorry, you'll have to make do, unfortunately. So I've got two projects to show you. One is just a progress and the other one is actually a finish. So let's start with the progress, and that's the crochet sweater, the ever-change sweater. And what I worked on was the sleeve. So I've got part of the embroidery done on the sleeve. There are like 3 lines of those embroidery stitches. There will be 2 more on the side, and I think 1 more, just bigger, sort of overlapping this area. I kind of got the hang of how to do it, because if you watched my last Crochet Crafts Tube video, you heard that I struggled with it terribly. It isn't perfect because I miscounted, and there aren't sort of enough rows in here. So it's not like perfect diamonds, but I don't care. It looks good enough for me, so we're staying like this. And I'll just continue. The second sleeve, well, I started a teeny tiny bit. However, what I did was to prepare with stitch markers where I have to go, because doing it diagonally and also having to turn the sleeve and the whole sweater to make things more comfortable so that I don't have to go through layers of fabric that I have, it just messes with my brain, and I really can't really see the direction and where I need to stop, and I miscount stitches. That's why I decided to do it first like this. I just counted every 6 holes. So these will be the crossing points, and these will be those like edges in here. So that's the preparation step. And next time I'll be doing that. I'll do hopefully 3 lines here, or 3 lines of embroidery diamonds, and hopefully I'll do more embroidery on the other sleeve, the first one. This was the suggestion by the pattern. First do 3 lines of embroidery on one sleeve, then go to the next sleeve, the other sleeve, do it 3 lines, and then you can go back to the first sweater. It's all because of yarn changing colors, and now we are using it is a leftover, but it's left over because we sort of took the beginning out to match colors in the sweater. So like the beginning is here, and it's going to change colors, and they don't want it to be like one sleeve you have one color embroidery and the other sleeve you have another color embroidery. So you kind of do the same amount of stitches, and hopefully it will be kind of symmetric with the change of colors. So we'll see how that goes. Like I said, I got the hang of it, so it wasn't as terrible this time, although it did take me a while to get around to doing all the stitches, and when I finally sort of realized this setup is the best way to go, it was much easier to actually start doing all the embroidery and working. So after I finish embroidery, I'll have to then stitch the sleeves to make them into a tube, and then there is a bit of crocheting the cuffs. So getting closer to finish, but still not there, as you can see. And the next project I have is the scarf, a knitted scarf, twisted roots scarf, and just let me get you there. So as you can see, it's very long, and it doesn't really fit. Well, it does fit my blocking mats, but I don't have enough towels to put it on. I did wet it because they advise wet blocking. I didn't have enough pins to pin everything down, so I'm doing it part by part. Here you've got the pattern as it is, and you can see the difference, how wide it's going to be versus how narrow it is without being blocked. So later on I'll continue with the rest of the shawl. And now I've noticed that the ending has like a different shade to it. This is the ball of yarn that I ordered like a year later, so it's probably a different lot, and that's why it's darker. It is possible that this part is a little bit more wet, just because not all of it was lying on the towel, but it's suspiciously close to where the yarn started. So I'm guessing it's because of a different lot of yarn. I only realized this now that I see the difference between the shades, so I don't think it will bother me in the future, and you know, who knows, maybe it will just fade a little bit with time. So we'll see how that goes. But it's finished. I mean, I still have to weave in the ends, of course block the rest of it, but yay, I've knitted something. It's my first finished knitted project. I've never done it before, so I'm super excited about it, and very grateful to Hapius, who organized this make-along last year, because it gave me the incentive to try knitting and stick to it, because now I realize that it's actually quite fun, and it's not as difficult as I had thought. So I'm hoping to do a bit more knitting projects in the future. However, I think I'll be starting a new crochet project, because Hapius, again, are starting another make-along on the 1st of June, if I remember correctly, so in about 2 weeks' time. And it's going to be a blanket. I've made quite a few crochet blankets, but the colors they chose as the recommended design, because of course you can choose other colors, but the colors they showed, and that's what convinced me I have to do it, were perfect for what I have in my living room. Like, there's blue, there's purple, there's green. That's exactly the colors I have. And I was wanting to make such a blanket. I just never saw the exact colors, and I didn't know how to do it. And here they showed me the blanket. So I hope to order yarn today before I leave for the school trip, so that they have the time to package and send it to me after I come back, but still before the make-along begins. And hopefully with crocheting I'll be able to keep up with with the tempo. So yay for me. And yeah, I guess you'll be able to see my progress. And if you want to continue seeing the progress, subscribe to the channel, like the video if you've liked it, it is appreciated. Post a comment down below if you want to say something. Thank you for watching, and hopefully see you next time. Bye!